again, ole ole. Johnson again, Johnson again, Johnson again, ole ole.
Yo, 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 what is up? What is up, people? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this beautiful, lovely channel that we have here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What's going on, Muhammad? Big ups, Muhammad. How we doing, man? How are we doing? Yeah, man. Lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. This is the first time that I've seen you guys since the Brighton game, or not the Brighton game. The West Ham, yes, where we smashed up West Ham 3-0. So yeah, I haven't been able to speak about the Champions League game. I haven't posted a video about it. So yeah, you get my my thoughts, my takes, and everything that's going on. First of all, I want to say thank you guys so much and big ups to you guys. The channel has been doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah, man, I can't thank you guys enough. And big things on the way. Big things on the way. If you didn't already, check me out on Tottenham on Tour, where I was on with Brian Daigle, just talking about Spurs, you know, the whole Spurs situation, just going over the Villarreal game, West Ham, and talking about what's going to come with Spurs, everything surrounding Spurs we were talking about. So, yeah, check me out on Tottenham on Tour. Actually, let me pull up the stream for you guys so you guys can see it. Where is my screen? Where is my screen? I'm not capturing my screen. What the hell? There you go. Let's see here. Let me pull it up for you guys. Pull it up here. Why is the screen not being captured either? What the hell? Hold up. Technical difficulties on TikTok. There you go. Got it. Sweet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you guys did not check out this stream, be sure to check it out. I was on with Brian Daigle, just discussing everything regarding Spurs, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, so be sure to check out that stream if you care and if you want to. But besides that, without further ado, I mean, bro, lots to talk about. Like I said, the stream is going to be guided by you guys. Mohammed said, my favorite Canadian streamer, my favorite Canadian, what's up? Nothing much, Mohammed. I hope you're good. I'm fine, thanks. Champions League referee, big question marks. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that refereeing display was shambolic. Absolutely horrible. Horrible refereeing display. But to be fair, it was bad for us, but it was also bad for them. To be completely fair, it's bad for both sides, low key. So I can't even really like put it one way. I think it was bad for both sides. So yeah, man, it is what it is. But yeah, man, we're gonna wait for a couple more people to get up in here before we fully get going. But what are we saying, bro? What are we saying? Decent stuff from the Champions League. It wasn't the prettiest game. It wasn't the prettiest game, that's for sure. But we got the job done. We got the job done. And if we look at the fixtures today, man, I mean, obviously it's only the first day, the first game of the Champions League, so it doesn't really matter what's going on. But, I mean, overall, it's pretty solid stuff from Spurs. Pretty solid stuff. So, I mean, yeah, man, like, I'm never gonna complain about a 1-0 win in the Champions League. And the thing that I'm seeing from our fans right now is that, like, it's almost like, yo, it's like a bad thing that it's almost like a bad thing that the fact that we won the Champions League. I'm like, bro, like, what the hell? Like, we should be celebrating that. But some of our fans are like, oh my gosh, we didn't play well, the build-up play, all this, all that. But I'm like, yo, we got a solid win in the Champions League. Like, let's just take it as it is. You know what I mean? Like, let's just take it as it is. Hold on, I'm trying to fix the TikTok chat right now. There you go. Got it. Yes, bro. I am live. We're winning the Champions League. Imagine that, bro. Bro, you already saw how big the Europa League parade was. Just imagine how big the Champions League parade could be. Bro, I'm telling you, man. I would actually have to go out to London. I would have to go out to London if we win the Champions League. No ifs, ands, or buts. If we make it to the Champions League final, I don't care, bro. I will be there. Where's the final now? Where's the final? What are we saying? Final is in is it Budapest? I think it's Budapest. I think it's in Budapest. Puskas Arena. Yeah, it's in Budapest. Yeah, it is in Budapest. Fair play, bro. Literally, if we ever win that Champions League, or if we get to the final, bro, I will be there. I will book my tickets right away, man. That's insane. It's in the Puskas Arena in Budapest. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, bro. If we ever make it there, I will be there. I will be there. It's in Hungary, bro. I've never been to Hungary before, bro. That'd be insane. Can you imagine? Can you imagine me going to freaking Hungary, bro? That'd be crazy. Bro, I don't know anyone in Hungary. I've never been anywhere near there. Bro, that'd be crazy. Now, mark my words, bro. If we ever get to that final, I will be there. I will be there. Let me bring this up. I've watched Villarreal the weekend before the Spurs game, and I knew we could dunk on them with 2 penalties that should have been called, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, Van de Ven could have gotten a potential yellow card. Xavi Simons should have got sent off. Wait, let me close my window because it's bright as hell. Sorry about that. Yeah, Xavi Simons could have gotten sent off too, to be fair. Like, if we're being all the way objectively honest, Xavi Simons could have also gotten sent off. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we got a little bit lucky both ways. The referee was horrible. He was horrible for both sides. So I'm just gonna take it, bro. I'm just gonna take it, to be honest. I'm just gonna take it. The thing, bro, with everything happening in the club, imagine a whole group of owners watching you while you work. I would be shaking. Oh, you mean with the Champions League is what you're referring to? I mean, yeah, bro. It's Thomas Frank's first game. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna bash it, oh my gosh, listen. We're gonna talk about the build-up play. We will talk about the build-up play. Because I think it definitely has its hiccups and its problems. So we're definitely gonna talk about that. But I mean, yeah, man, it's I mean, let's just get into it right now. Let's get into it right now. Let's get into the Villarreal game. Let's talk about that. Yeah, man, because it's definitely very interesting. What is going on here? Why is it not? There we go. Okay. Also, if you guys haven't already, little update here. If you guys have not already, be sure to join the my Discord server. Be sure. Oh, what the heck? Whoa. Be sure to join my Discord server. How do I see? Oh, that's not the best way to do it. Oh, let's do. What is popping up on my screen? Just want to do this. I want to test this onboarding. How do I test this onboarding? I just want to test it. What the hell? Preview. There you go. Be sure to join the Banter Hub Discord server, guys. Be sure to join it. If you guys, it's open to anyone. It's open to Arsenal fans. Anyone, bro. There's plenty of teams here to choose from. But let's say you're doing Tottenham, you join up, and then you say where you're from. Most of you guys are probably in Europe. And then, wait, what did that say? 5+ people in common. Yeah, I mean, there you go. And then, where'd you hear about it? Whatever, probably YouTube or whatever. And then you just join up. And then, yeah, man. So be sure to join the Banter Hub Discord server. The link is in my YouTube description. It's right here. All you got to do is go to my channel. All you got to do is go to my channel, click the links, and it's right here. Banter Hub Discord server. Join up. It's free to everyone. Football fans, Arsenal fans too. You, the scum's welcome. So we can talk shit. Now we're for real though. Join up. No, Vivian and his army. Vivian? You mean, bro, Vivian's a girl. I thought to myself, Kolo Muani would be fitter for this game. Yeah, but Kolo Muani hasn't really played that much, so I think Thomas Frank was just building up his fitness. But yeah, I really thought that Kolo Muani would have had like a bigger feature in this game, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's talk about the Villarreal game, because there's some things that I noticed there that I think is being blown out of proportion. And if we actually look at it, bro, it wasn't that bad. So if you look at some of the stats, ball possession 58% to 42%, and expected goals, we had the higher expected goals with 0.54 to Villarreal's 0.48, and then we had 9 total shots on target to their, 9 total shots to their total 10. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they had too many shots on target, bro. Let's have a look. They didn't have a single shot on target throughout the entire game. We had 1, they had 0. So they had 10 total shots, but only 0 on target. So I think it was blown out of proportion in terms of how bad we were. It wasn't pretty, but I mean, overall, we got the job done. But it was a pretty dead game. I can't lie. Pretty dead game. It wasn't one that we're gonna remember. Always like look back to and be like, "Yo, what a game!" Like, nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. But the stats don't lie. Like, we had more possession. They didn't have a single shot on target. So defensively, we looked solid and structured. There was a couple times there where Van de Ven kind of got in behind, where Van de Ven had to like run back and cut things off. But I mean, overall, we were pretty structured, pretty solid. I thought Paulina coming on actually added to that, to be fair. They were shooting towards the corner flag. Yeah, bro. They were, listen, I think a lot of that comes down to our structure and how you set up. And this is like what I'm saying with Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank comes in and then he raises the floor of this team. The ceiling will come eventually, but what Thomas Frank comes in to do is raise the floor. So, with that being said, I think that the whole offensive stuff will come over time. But yeah, that XG from open play is not good. I can't lie. 0.39 from open play. That's bad, bro. That is bad. Non-penalty XG. I mean, yeah. Bro. It's just the open play stuff. But I think defensively, we look so good. We look so good defensively. That they're saying Van de Ven had the best match. I put that to Bergwall. I think Bergwall also played excellent, but they're rating him a 6.5. What the yo? What are these ratings, man? But nah. Overall, I was happy with it. It's just that we gotta stop. We have got to stop with the whole Xavi Simons on the left shit, man. I've seen enough of it. If you're gonna play Xavi on the left, then you have to play Udogie there, because Udogie is a lot better on going outside versus inside. Let me actually bring up the tactics board to explain what I mean. If you bring up we put a 4-3-3, I think. So we bring up the 4-3-3. So pretty much we have here, what Xavi likes to do here, when Xavi has the ball in these areas, what Xavi likes to do is he likes to cut inside. Let's go this way. So Xavi comes with the ball and he likes to cut inside. And then Spence also likes to do the exact same thing. So if you have Xavi, you want Xavi like in these sort of half spaces here. Pretty much in between here, you want Xavi like in these like little half spaces, pretty much. You want him operating here. And then what you want is the fullback to be on the outside, to stretch this fullback, and then Xavi has all this space to operate. This is where you want him. But what we're seeing happen is Xavi's coming into this area, And then you're having Jed Spence also coming into this area. So Jed Spence is Javi wants to go inside naturally and drift inside. And you're having Jed Spence with the ball also kind of want to come inside. And we've seen it whenever he goes outside, he either just gets the corner, which is fine, or he's unable to get the proper ball in. What we need is a Destiny Udogie. We need a Destiny Udogie to be going outside, and Udogie is a lot better at these cutbacks. We saw it plenty times under Ange with these cutbacks where he's able to cut that ball back inside for the striker, or even do a chop back for the trailing, and ideally it would be in the situation Xavi Simons. So this is why you really want this fullback to come outside here and hold the width. What we're seeing now is that we're having Jed Spence be the one to go outside and hold this width and take up these, Jed Spence come inside and take up these positions, which is conflicting with Xavi Simons. And then another thing that we're noticing here is the chemistry between these two is just not coming off. And this is why I don't like with the 4-3-3. The 4-3-3, it's not exactly my favorite formation under Thomas Frank. I would much rather have the double pivot rather than just a single pivot here. And I know this was originally Bentancur, but actually we'll get him led. I know this was originally Bentancur, but yeah, man, I'd much rather have the double pivot of like a Bergvall or like a Sarr and a Bentancur, and then Bergvall in the 10. I'd much rather have that than the single pivot, to be honest. Because then that allows for a lot more fluidity between these three right here. And then it allows a lot more for Richarlison. I just think the 4-2-3-1 operates a lot better compared to the 4-3-3. But yeah, so that's the big problem down this left side. And then let's say that the left side isn't coming off because of the set problems. Then what happens here is that we have Kudus isolated on here, and what they do is that they just double up on Mohamed Kudus pretty much. They just double up on him. And then pretty much Kudus has nowhere to go because they just double up on him. So yeah, man, it's not the best situation right now. That's why I wanted Savinho so bad, because if we actually got Savinho, then we would have had two threatening winger options. And Savinho can go outside. If Savinho wanted to go outside, then Spence could come in too. And Savinho can go inside as well. So that's why I really wanted a player like Savinho. But yeah, I don't think the Xavi's Spence stuff is working out too well. So it's definitely something for Thomas Frank to have a look at, for sure. But what did I miss here? But if we do that, the chance has to be in. I can't read that. But if we do that, the chance has to be in as goal or out of play, because he'll leave the left side wide open. Wait, but if we do that, the chance has to be in as a goal or out of play because he'll leave the left side on. No, you won't. You won't. This is why I love the 4-2-3-1. Let me tell you why. This is why I love the 4-2-3-1. Because if you do this, you have the double pivot here. Let's say that you have Xavi coming inside and you have Spence going outside. Yes, in the world where there is potentially an opportunity for a counterattack, you do have the space open, but that's why you have the 4-2-3-1. So then Bentancur can come over and take up the space. And then, of course, you still have Van de Ven, who, if Bentancur gets beat, you have Van de Ven as a safe proof. And then you have Sarr also playing alongside Bentancur to support him. That's why I love the 4-2-3-1 versus the 4-3-3, where you're going to have Sarr and Bergvall popping up. Then you're just leaving Bentancur all alone here pretty much. And then it's just Bentancur and then Van de Ven and Romero just to mop up stuff. But that's why it's so important. But also, Spence is really good at tracking back too, so don't get that twisted either. Spence is really good at tracking back, and there's a lot of legs in this midfield. Like Sarr can get over there too. That's why it's about the profile, and depending on the team that you're playing, you have to set up in the best way possible. So, but yeah, that's that. But yeah, I thought overall, it wasn't a horrible game. what's the standings looking at like right now? So right now we got Frankfurt, a team that was in the Europa League, which we beat in first. So we had people talking crap about the Europa League last season, saying, "Oh, there's no good teams in there. There's no easy teams." Let's have a look at how many Europa League teams that we faced are in the top of the Champions League. So we have Frankfurt, which is number 1. Who else? Carbag at 10th. Who else is here? Bodo Glimt as well here, 17th. Did I miss anyone? So that's 3. And then no, Union as well. Union as well was also in the Europa League too, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 4 teams that were in the Europa League that are in qualifying positions for the Champions League right now. Hey man, this agenda that they're trying to push is crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, brother, the Europa League was not a walk in the park. Yeah, there wasn't the best of quality in there, but it was not a walk in the park. But there's some good teams. Bro, Frankfurt, what did Frankfurt do to Galatasaray? 5-1. Boom. They slapped them up 5-1? Brother, have mercy. 5-1, they got slapped up Galatasaray. Jeez. And that's without Ekitike. Damn. Got slapped up 5-1, bro. What do you mean? I can't even... Bro, didn't Frankfurt sack Ten Hag as well? Yo. Damn, Frankfurt might have to be one to watch out. But we play them too. I'm not looking forward to that rematch. I'm not. We've done them before. We can do them again. Frankfurt away. We've been there. We've done that. But I'm not looking forward to it, bro. I'd so take a draw. I'm not looking forward to this game against Frankfurt, bro. Where are they at in the Bundesliga? They are 5th in the Bundesliga right now. Damn, bro. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I can't lie. I'm not looking forward to that. I still rate you, Dougie, and feel he offers more than Spence. I think Dougie offers more going forward, but I think Spence offers more defensively. But that's not to talk shit about Dougie. I think Dougie's hate defensively has been way overblown. I think he's still good defensively, Dougie. Galatasaray got Leroy Sané, bro. Of course, the left side is dead. To be fair, I think some Spurs fans would have taken Leroy Sané at Spurs, to be fair. But, I mean, right now I would take him over our winger options, to be honest. I would actually, to be fair. But I think he got an assist, bro. But yeah, so right now we're sitting 14th. I mean, it's first match day. We're not going to learn too much from this. But in terms of the fixtures, what we got next, we have Bodo Glimt. That is next Tuesday. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks. 2 weeks Tuesday. End of the month. We got Bodo Glimt away. Like I said, we've been there, we've done that. We've done that, bro. We've been done that, bro. So, no problem. No problem, bro. We've done that twice, actually. So, yeah, let's go slap him, bro. Simple. Let's go slap him. Let's go slap him up. But nah, man. Big ups, though. Big ups. Very interesting fixtures coming up here, man. Is there any good ones coming on here? Galatasaray, Liverpool. It's going to be interesting. I think that's Galatasaray away as well for Liverpool there. I think Galatasaray's at home. Yep. Yeah, man. Proper stuff coming up. But with that being said, I want to just break down the 4-3-3 here as well. So Thomas Frank and Spurs' main problem is the 4-3-3. The idea is to create a 3v2 in the first line against a 4-4-2, whether that be with the number 6 dropping low or staying in the 6, but the wide triangles have 2 wide with 1 inside. Hard to combine like that. Let's have a look at this. Let's not play the entire thing. Let's just see if I can just slow it down here. So yeah, you have Bentancur, you have Van de Ven, Romero in this build-up. And then you have it playing out to Van de Ven too. And then the options, this is the problem. Like, where are the options to pass to? Where are the options to pass to in this? Where are the options? Next week against Brighton, oh, bro, I'd say 5-1 Spurs. Really? All right, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Don't you worry. We are going to talk about that. Do not worry, bro. But yeah, if we're looking at this, bro, where's the build-up? Like, where are the passing options? You could spread it long out to, that's poor up there, I think. But the problem with that is, I mean, bro, the Buchanan's just going to be right on him. I think that's Buchanan. So, I mean, yeah, man, it's not pretty. It, like, actually, if we put it back to here, Like, this is the problem. Like, where are the? I would love to have like one more player in this center here, where you have an outlet. We need some more support here. We need someone coming into this. There's so much space here that can be used, and then it would drop players away from Richarlison too. Like, there's no point of having players in this space here. Archer, big ups, Archer, bro. The build up forces the 1-2 on the wide because the mid drops and pushes up. Also forces the long ball like Kuti and Bergvall goal. But the problem with that is with the long balls, like how many times are those going to come off? How many times are those going to come off? Not too often. Not too often. And teams are going to figure that out really quick. They're going to be very wary of that. Like, that's not going to come off too often. Like, there's a huge gap here where you have to realize that the build-up isn't the greatest. I don't like it. Low and high width means your team plays in straight lines. What is the winger meant to do here? Spence passes to Simmons. Pepe back presses to cut the angle off to Spence, and Simmons is stuck with his back to goal and defender behind and in front of him. He loses the ball. I mean, yeah, it's simple. Like, you need a player in these spaces to give off the 1-2. I see it. I see it, bro. Because what is Simmons supposed to do in this situation? Villarreal got too many men in the back. And that's what I'm saying. Like, those over-the-top passes against West Ham aren't going to come off against teams that are going to have, like, this crazy back setup. Like, what is Simmons supposed to do here? What is he supposed to do here? The best he can probably do is, like, try to hit it long as soon as he can. But that's such a risky play, too. Like, where is he supposed to go here? Like, where is he supposed to... And he tries to get it back to Spence. I don't know where he's supposed to go. And then this was consistent theme for Spurs on both sides. Even if the fullback wants to play in behind for the winger, it is much more difficult to play straight balls beyond the defensive line than it is to play an angled one. Like, we need more diagonal passes, to be honest. Like, I think... Like, the problem is that we're just playing straight to the winger. And the moment that ball... Because the winger... The reality is there's not too many wingers that are as strong as... Or are able to just take the ball and then do a quick turn. That's very difficult for wingers to do. It's a very difficult technique. And there's not many wingers who are masters at that. You heard about that... David... No, I didn't. What do you mean? I haven't heard about that, Archer. I'm not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. I didn't get it. Are Spurs a position? I assume you mean possession-based or counterattack team now. I think it's a bit of both, bro. I think it's a bit of both. Like, against the stronger teams, we're going to be a lot more counterattacking. I think this team is strengthened to play on the counterattack, to be fair. I think it's very much strengthened to play on the counterattack with our profiles. When you have Kudus, Xavi Simmons is lethal in the counterattack. A guy like Richarlison. Actually, I don't think Richarlison's that lethal in the counterattack. Brennan Johnson. Even the midfield like Sarr, Bergvall. I think this team's primed and ready to go in the counterattack. Romero with his long passes. I think it's an excellent counterattacking team. It's just against these teams who we're going to sit back is how are we going to be able to break them down? And that's the real question. We got Kudus and Xavi who can be good in counter, but Bergvall and Sarr who are going to build up. I think Sarr is good in counterattack too. He's got the legs to run through the midfield. Bergvall as well. Also got the legs, and I think he's the one profile in this midfield that if he wants to play a 6, he has the passing range to be able to pick out a pass. I think Bergvall would be excellent in both build-up and counterattack because he has the passing range to pick out a pass. He can do the curved passes, the outside of boot passes. I think Bergvall's primed for both. And then this was a consistent theme for Spurs on both sides. Even we read that already. It's just the same thing. So it's the same thing. Just playing straights. Like, what is the winger supposed to do here? Left-footed balance at left back would help Spurs be more progressive as they could find their fullbacks off the shoulder of the opposition winger before playing in behind to the winger, or number 8 who can curve the run from in to out to create an angle to play behind. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. However, in the 4-3-3, when Simmons comes inside, it's often onto the toes of the 8s. This is 2 games in a row that Spurs have won, but have done so in unconvincing fashion thanks to their subpar in possession structure. West Ham and Villarreal, 2 poor performances. And yeah, you can see what Simmons is trying to do is trying to come inside here. For now, I'm curbing my enthusiasm, blah, 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 just talking shit now at this point. But yeah, you get the point. You get the point. As a winger myself, the turns with a storm defender on your back is hard, so a 1-2 with your mid is a great way to help that. Exactly. Let's actually pull up the tax boards. Like, it's pretty simple, bro. All you really need here, okay? All you really need here is, let's move Van de Ven and Romero back. Where is the fullback? Let's put you Dougie here. Like, all that really needs to happen here, bros. You need to have Xavi Simons. Well, you need a Xavi Simons kind of facing like this, angled. So in the build-up, playing out like this, you have like Udogie kind of here, you have Porro kind of here. Playing out, whether it's Romero or Van de Ven. Spread it, Udogie. Going to receive the ball, but since Udogie's left-footed, he can receive the ball on this foot, so he's able to get the quick pass off right away. Whereas receiving on the right foot, it's a lot harder to get that pass straight down. It's a tough, like just mathematics, it's just tough. He's passing it from the right foot this way, whereas if he's passing it from the left foot, it's a lot easier to receive the ball, boom, right away. Whereas with this one, on the right foot, you receive the ball, you almost got to like either put it over here or bring it this way, and then have the, that's not what I want to do, and then have the pass almost. Like, it's a lot harder with the right foot, so with the left foot, it's a lot easier. And then what you need here is you need a Bergvall supporting, running along these channels. So you're going to have that person pressing the right winger, pressing right there. Where are we here? We need a midfielder. Where's the fullback? Probably going to have winger, striker, pressing, winger, midfielder, probably like sitting right there. Probably going to have like, well, it's probably nasty. Probably deeper like that, to be fair. Probably going to have like a winger pressing there. You're going to have probably midfielders there, something like that. But what you need Bergvall here to do is you need Bergvall here to support. So once the ball goes up 1-2, Xavi can just lay off, boom. Bergvall can receive it, and then you'd have a Bentancur here for support. You'd have a Sarr, or Bergvall can do launch it over to Kudus, launch it over to Porro, whatever it may be. But we need these triangles here. So you have options. You have the options with the triangles here. We can also do is if this space is being occupied and you have a guy like right here, you have the fullback here, whatever, you can then play it back to a Van de Ven, then play it to Bergvall, and then, I mean, bro, like, you just need the triangles all over the pitch. What you need to do is create triangles all over the pitch. You have a triangle here. Where's the line here? Let's get the line. You have a triangle. Is there a triangle shape? Nah, whatever. You have a triangle here. Options. You have a triangle here. See, this is what you need all around the pitch. You need the support all around the pitch. You need these triangles everywhere. Triangle here. This is what you need all around the pitch, these triangles. Pro comes over, triangle here. Oh, I don't know why these arrows never work sometimes. Triangle, again, not working, bro, what the hell? Triangle here. So yeah, you just need triangles all around the pitch pretty much, but we're not having that right now because we're putting Spence on the left back. We're putting Xavi who wants to cut inside. Like, it's just really tough for him to grab the ball. And Archer, you're right. Like, to have a winger to receive the ball here with a fullback on him, probably midfielder here or something like that. Like, what is he supposed? He just has to pass back, and you're just stuck in perpetual cycle of the same thing. Ball comes over here, same thing. Kudus receives it here. But then you have the fullback on him right there. Like, what is he supposed to do? He just has to pass it back, and it's the same thing over and over again. And then what we're seeing right now is that we're having Bergvall and Sarr freaking all the way up here for God knows what. All the way up here. Like, what are they supposed to do? They're not receiving no passes here, bro. Like, they're not receiving anything in these areas. And you just have Bergvall, Romero, Van de Ven pretty much running a back three damn near. And you just have this huge gap in the middle. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, this is exactly what we saw. Let me pull it up again for you guys. This is exactly what we saw. Oh, let's pull it up. See? Right here. Like, this is exactly what we're seeing, bro. This is exactly what's going on. Just a huge gap. You have Bergvall and Sarr up here for no reason. And then you have this huge open space. Actually, these two are flipped. But you get the idea. Like, it's like there's not Bergvall, like they're not doing anything over here. You just have this huge open space for no reason. Like, we need a player just, whether I would put Bergvall, what I would do here is I'd put Bergvall in this area. Or I'd put Sarr in this area. Like, have the midfielders come down a bit. Like, you don't need the midfielders, like, up here. You can bring them back here. Which would allow for a lot more passing options. And then if Richarlison wants to, then he can drop deep. I understand Frank probably wants to, like, have, like, those balls over the top, I assume, to catch teams out. But that's why you have a Xavi and you have a Kudus up here, too. If you need them to. Like, just make it fluid. Like, you don't always have to have, like, these players. Like, I just don't see any point of having Bergvall and Sarr up in these areas. Like, you need to form these triangles. You need more support. And, like, what we're seeing a lot is, like, a lot of this. Just passing like this on the outside. Passing like this. And you have Xavi here. You have the fullback on him. You have Kudus here. You have the fullback on him. You're seeing a lot of this. Passing around the outside. A lot of, like, this. And then you just have the fullback just pressing on him, and the ball just either goes out of play or nothing comes from it. Or you're hoping for the odd chance we're able to do like a flick on with Sarr making that run. The odd chance where that might come off where you have like little flick on where Sarr can get into this space. But then we're also having here is that this becomes wasted because for some reason our striker can't get onto these balls. Or we're unable to pick out the trailer that's coming in deep. So, yeah, it's just, we got to figure it out, man. We got to figure it out. I trust Thomas Frank to be able to do it, but it's not good. Sarr or Bergvall can carry the ball from the defense or just Romero Porro bombs ball to the attack pass. Who let bro become a coach? This is so complicated. Yeah, I can't lie, bro. I actually love these tactics, bro. Like, I love the technical side of shit. Bro, if I was a coach, man, this would be CDO ball. This would be CDO ball. So I'll show you guys CDO ball right now. Okay, this is CDO ball. Banish. Sorry, Sarr. I'm sorry, it's harsh, but sorry, Sarr. You're banished. Odebear out there. Xavi in the middle. This is CDO ball right here. CDO ball right here. 4-2-3-1. Bergvall. We need Paulina for this setup because I'm gonna go crazy right now. Bergvall, Paulina, and Xavi. 4-2-3-1. This is CDO ball. You have Kudus. So we're going to have here, you're going to have Porro in build-up. We're going to have Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, forming like a back three, pretty much in build-up. You're going to have Udagi here. Not Tell. I said Odebear. Where's Odebear? Odebear here. Okay. It's going to be the build-up. You're going to have Bergvall operating in these kind of spaces here. Operating these kind of spaces. You're going to have Kudus holding the width. You have Porro having the license sometimes, if it's doable, to get just up to the halfway line-ish, kind of like right there. But you need Kudus holding the width. You need Bergvall to operate in these kind of channels right here. This is where I want Bergvall, in these spaces right here. I want Bergvall in these spaces to be the box crasher. Then Xavi, and build up, you can have Porro. If Porro has an opportunity, Porro can launch it deep to Kudus, to Richarlison, to Odebear. Then you also have Udagi overlapping that allow Odebear to squeeze in, or vice versa. You can change it up. This is why you have the correct profile so you can kind of change it up to keep them guessing. Odeberg going outside and Udougie coming in as a box crasher. Okay. But I want Udougie pushing up high. This is like where you got to take risks. Against the Bucks, I want risk. I want Udougie pushing up high so it creates a lot of pressure on this defense. I want Udougie pushing up high. And then if he has to, Udougie can come deep and then lay it off for a guy like Paulinho. Oh. Lay it off for a Paulinho. Paulinho can, simple pass Paulinho. It's not hard. It's not hard. Just pass, simple pass. To Xavi. Okay. So build up. Van de Ven, boom. Cross Udougie into Xavi. Paulinho to Xavi. Then you're in the space, Xavi. Then Xavi, you have the space. This is where you have the fun. This is where you create Xavi. You create in these areas. This is all you, my friend. Bro, this needs to move. This is all you, my friend. You create. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to Bergvall? Oh, wait. Xavi's in the space. Bergvall then runs forward. And you're like, okay. Wagwan. Rah. Through ball. And I know Xavi can do it. Through ball. Bergvall. And then Richarlison is all of a sudden, Richarlison's like, rah. I'm here now. Bergvall can either play it to Kudus, which he's making that run. And then we're going to have here. It is so difficult to click these things. You're going to have here. Kudus there. And then bing bong, goal. This is CDO ball. This is CDO ball, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Make me coach, bro. Make me coach. But you have the elbow back three because you have Romero and Porro being able to just bomb balls, pause, to get them thinking into the space. And then what you could do as well, is you could then have Richarlison dropping deep, and you have Odeberg and Kudus almost taking up these positions instead. So I'd want more of a 10, similar to, I know it's going to be like a big accent, but similar to like a Harry Kane or a, who's like another all-around 10. Hell, even Ekitike. I like Ekitike's profile for this. Being able to drop deep, can create. I want or Solanke even would be perfect for this too. Solanke for this would be perfect. I want my number 9 to be able to facilitate and create. To be able to drop deep if he has to, which would then allow Xavi to go forward. Almost like a false 9 pretty much. Is what I would want. I gotta bring this up. Bro's like a little kid with Legos. Bro, I'm telling you, make me coach. Let me cook. Let me cook. I get it. To be honest, it's a good way to play. Guy's giving his thesis maybe a Premier League team takes him as a manager. I'm telling you, bro. Let me manage United. Let me manage. Hey, there you go. Maybe Man United to help them relegate. Bro, help them to get relegated, my guy. Nah, I would save Man United. I would save them. With our pace on the wings, we need to play throughs and over the tops. I agree 110%. What we need to do is we need to set up the system in a way. Let's do a complete undo. Actually, let's just open this. Let's just reset this. Oh, did my shit just crash? Fantastic. What we need to happen here, this is the reality. What we need to happen here is we need to see. What needs to happen is we need to get our wingers in as many 1v1 situations as we can. Our goal should always be to never have our wingers getting doubled up on. We should always have our wingers in 1v1 situations with an option to play it into the middle or an option to cut inside with an overlapper going outside. We always, like when we see Kudus on this right wing, what I want Sarr running up the middle. I want Porro going outside. Whenever this ball gets spread out to Kudus and he's in one-on-one on this fullback, one-on-one in this space, I want Porro going outside ASAP. At the simultaneously, I want Sarr doing the exact same thing. I want Sarr going inside. But what Sarr cannot do, Sarr cannot just stop. He has got to keep running. If Sark keeps making this run, even though it might not nothing, this fullback then has to think. This brings the center back with him, which opens up space for a Charleston in the middle, or even a Bergvall to come in here now. Or Kudus can just cut inside, dribble in. Then you have what I want Javi to do is bomb. Javi, bomb for that back post. Bomb Javi. I want Javi to run for this. That's what I want him to do. Okay? I want Richarlison putting pressure here. Like, I want Javi going here, man. I want him going here. Okay? And then when Kudus cuts inside, Kudus can either have a shot, can throw in a cross over the top into Javi in this area, whatever it may be. Like, we need more fluidity. We need players running. What I'm seeing a lot is we're having our players being static and still and not moving. Our players need to move around more. I'll bring up the clip again. Why? There's no reason for this. There's no reason. Like, what is this? You have Porro, Kudus, and Bergvall all like, why? All you need is Kudus alone in this space. You need Porro like back here or something, or like right here or something. Actually, he's kind of fine there. But Bergvall does not need Bergvall. You need to be here. Come here. And then Sar, get here. Because then we're going to have here is at the bottom of the screen. You're going to have Javi coming down here. 1, 2. Ready? Follow my mouse, people. Follow my mouse. Let me turn off my camera. Actually, no, you can see it. It's fine. Follow my mouse. 1 to Javi here. 2 into Sar here. That's what you need, my friends. That is what you need. Anyways, I digress. Let's talk about Brighton. Let's talk about Brighton. Oh, so like the stream, guys. Like the stream, bro. How many likes? I better see how many likes we got. Guys, I only got 3 likes. Come on, man. Come on. Like the stream, bro. Let's go. Like the stream. I think Frank has so much experience with a mid-table team in Brentford, so he will figure it out. Yeah, I trust him to figure it out. And like I'm saying, like I'm definitely like going a little bit too deep in it. Let's be real. It's early days. It's gonna be the 5th Premier League game this weekend, so it's just a start. And Thomas Frank's teams are notorious for starting slow. So if this is starting slow, then I love it, bro, because we're 3rd in the Premier League. We are undefeated in the Champions League. So if this is starting slow, then I'll take it. I will 110% take it. But yeah, let's have a look here at the Brighton game, because, oh man, I'm not liking this, bro. What's the head-to-head looking like? So if you look at the head-to-head, we lost 4-1 to them last season. That's last game of the season, so we can just ignore that. Then they beat us 3-2. Then so I really did the double. Fuck. Angela at Brighton do the double over us, man. What the hell? What the hell, bro? What the hell? That's bad. And then before that, we beat them 2-1. This was at our, I think it was at our stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was at our stadium. And then we lost them 4-2. I remember this game as well. We beat them 2-1, then we beat them 1-0, and then we lost them. See, I think the problem is every single time we lose to them, it's away. Like, Brighton away is a problem. Brighton away is a very big problem. They always smack us up at their stadium. So, let's just go to SofaScore, because I think SofaScore is going to show me more. Not Sophia, what the hell? Let's go to SofaScore. Coming matches. Head-to-head. Home and away. Where is the head-to-head home and away? Head-to-head at Brighton. Yeah, so 3-2, 4-2, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, 3-0. Yeah, it doesn't make for good reading, bro. No worries, guys. Nottingham with Ange will got the nickname Hospital Forest, and they'll get relegated if they let him until the end of the season. Honestly, I'm telling you, Ange to Nottingham Forest was an inside job. He's going to get them relegated, and then we're going to get Morgan Gibbs-White. in the summer. I'm telling you. But yeah, it's not good against Brighton. So I'm low key kind of stressed. If we look at the statistics, 4 matches. Let's compare the teams. So score rating is obviously higher. It's only 4 matches, but goals scored 8 compared to 4. Goals conceded 1 compared to 6. So they're shipping goals right now. Goals per game 2.0 versus 1.0. Shots on target per game 4.3 to 4.3. Big chances. So they're creating more big chances. And then big chances missed. They're missing more big chances as well. Ball possession 57 to 48. Passes, long balls, we go longer a lot more accurately. Clean sheets, 3 of course. Goals conceded, obviously it's very low. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a very interesting game. If you look at the lineups, who's cooking for them right now? Like, this is where I'm worried, bro. I can't hold you, bro. We gotta go Spence you, Dougie. We gotta go Spence you, Dougie. I'm not trying to see Mitoma against Porro. I can't lie to you, bro. I'm not trying to see Mitoma against Porro. I can't, bro. Mitoma will have his way with Porro. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. Yo, man. Come on, you Spurs. Finally, I can watch one of your lives. Big up. Thank you so much, Guy Thompson. Shout out to you, bro. Big up. Yeah, man. Yeah, I apologize for UK guys. I know it's so, bro. What time is in the UK? Probably like 2 a.m. or some shit, bro. I know it's late, bro, but that's like the timing. That's what sucks. But we're here, man. We're here. I'm trying my best. But so yeah, I do not want to see Mitoma going up against Porro. This cannot be the case. Cannot be the case. So I want to see Spence here, and then Minta. Oh, it's gonna be tough as well. Yeah, man. I want to see Spence and Dougie. I can't lie. I want to see Spence and Dougie. And please, Thomas Frank, please go for a 4-2-3-1. Do not do a 4-3-3. I do not like the 4-3-3. Do not like it. Not a fan. Not a fan, my friend. You do not do it to the best of your ability, in my opinion. And I think he barely used the 4-3-3 at Brighton as well. I don't think he used it too much. I don't think he did. Kudus, comparing players. Kudus versus Minta. Kudus is better. Let's see what people are saying. What I want to see is the betting odds. I want to see the betting odds, bro. That's what I want to see. I hear the odds. Full time. Oh, hell no, I don't want to bet, bro. I think they're saying that Spurs are the likely favorite. Yeah, Spurs are the likely favorite plus 225. But they're both, a draw is also a possibility too. Like, they're both pretty much even. So, yeah. It's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a good game. Mitoma has his way with Porro. That's a big pause. You're right. Mega pause on that one, bro. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean. That is a big pause, though. It is a big pause. But yeah, I think I don't even know what the lineup's going to be, to be honest. I have no clue. Also, can we please talk about Kota Takai? Where is this brother? Where is Kota Takai? Where is he, man? This guy got injured doing God knows what, and we haven't seen him in ages, bro. Actually, we haven't even seen him. What am I saying? We haven't even seen him. Like, where is Kota Takai? Like, what is up with bro? Like, last time I checked, he got a heel injury. I didn't know a heel injury can keep you out for this long. I'm so confused how that's even possible, how he picked this up. So confused. Yeah, so I'm not sure how we're going to set up. I presume, I think he still proceeds with Bergvall because he's been playing so well and he's pretty much undroppable. And he probably proceeds with Sarr, which means he most likely will go for A 4-3-3 with Xavi Simons on the left. Still. Now this is where he can change it up. If he decides to, he could go with Destiny Udogie and Jed Spence as the fullbacks. Now if you do this, then it would make the 4-3-3 a lot better because Udogie could go outside. And then it would allow Xavi to go inside. But with that being said, I would much rather Xavi in the 10. I don't know if he's going to play Xavi in the 10 in this game. This is going to be a tough game to play Xavi in the 10. What left winger are we suggesting now after the season starts? I want Odegaard. Bro, for Brighton, this would be my predicted lineup. This would be my lineup, actually. Let's hurt my mouth. This would be my lineup for Brighton. Xavi there. Bring me Odegaard. Go Odegaard. Kolo Muani. Bergvall. Paulinho. Sorry, it's harsh, but you've been playing a lot. It's okay. And Xavi Simons in the 10 with Kudus on the right. And then Spence on the right so he can lock up Minta. Or Mitoma, rather. And then Udogie. Where's Udogie? Where are you, Doug? I don't think Udogie's even here. And then Udogie can have fun over here. This is what I would go for. Let's give you guys a top view. So I go for Udogie, Romero, Van de Ven, Spence, 4-2-3-1 with Paulinho, Bergvall in the double pivot with Xavi, Odegaard, and Kudus in the 10. That way you have both of these wingers threatening, and we know Odegaard can go outside too. Odegaard was deployed as a right winger under Ange, and he was able to go outside a lot as well as go inside too. So we know he can do both. But Udogie's going to go outside, which would allow Odegaard to go inside. So this is what I would go for Brighton. This is what I would do. I think this gives us the best threat both offensively and defensively. You still have the legs with Bergvall. Bergvall has a strong work rate. He can do the running like Sarr can. He's probably going to be like a lot more rash with it, but Bergvall offers a lot similar in terms of work rate than Paulinho, obviously mopping up, patrolling. But you could also make the argument that this would be a good time to rotate and maybe get some rest for Van de Ven or Romero. And when is Kudus going to get rest too, bro? Kudus is playing every single game. Like, when is he going to get rest? Could he go Johnson too? Lots to think about, man. I'm not sure. Lots to think about. I'm still sticking with my thought. We need a striker who can score. Thinking Marcus Thuram. I think Kolo Muani can do it, bro. But here's the thing. I don't think the system fits our strikers. Like, we've seen it under Ange, we've seen it under Frank now. Our strikers are getting no service. We actually need a striker like Harry Kane who can kind of come deep and create his own chances. Our strikers are getting no service at the moment. We need a striker who can create his own chances and come deep and run with the ball and do his thing. And that's Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani can run with the ball. He doesn't need to like get like the service, and like he can carry the ball, he can run with it. He can kind of create his own a little bit. So that's why I think Kolo Muani would actually do good in this system. No, Inter would not let him go. Yeah, probably not. Kolo's good, but he's not the hottest scorer, but I hope he proves me wrong. I mean, yeah, he hasn't really been able to get to his consistent scoring rate in probably since Frankfurt, to be fair. But I think Frank is really good at developing players, and Kolo Muani is essentially playing for not only a spot at France's World Cup, but an actual team. Whether it be with us or a different team, he needs to perform at Spurs, because if he doesn't do it here, he's low-key kind of cooked for his career. So I would rather Kolo Muani in this situation, to be honest. And then with the balls in behind, he's going to threaten a lot. He will threaten a lot, Kolomwani, running him behind. He's quick. He's really rapid. So I think there'd be a very good link up between Kudus, Xavi, and Kolomwani. I think there'd be a very good link up. But Thomas Frank has to play Xavi in the midfield. He has to. Do not play him left wing, man. Do not play him left wing. Do not. But yeah, man. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up there. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Covered the Villarreal recap, tactic stuff, 4-3-3 hates, Xavi in the midfield stuff. And then Brighton preview too. Yeah. I think we covered everything. But yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap up there. It's getting late here in Canada, but we will be back on the. What time does the game start? Game starts what time? Starts at. What time does the game start for me on the Saturday? It starts at 8 a.m. Okay, we'll be there. So tune in for the live watch along this weekend, guys. Let's not play with wingers. Let's play with two strikers. Yeah, but tune into the watch along this Saturday. We will be there for the live watch along. So stay tuned for that. And of course, more videos on the way coming soon. We're cooking, bro. Big things for the channel. Like I said, if you haven't already, check me out on Tottenham on Tour with Brian Daigle. I was on with him yesterday, so check that out if you want to watch that stream. And be sure to like that stream as well. Big up to Brian Daigle for having me on. I cannot thank him enough for that. And yeah, overall, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. I'm forgetting anything. That should be it. But no, big ups to you guys, man. Big ups to you guys. Score predictions. Look at my prediction right now. I think that this will be a tough game. I think that it's going to be a 2-2. I think it'll be a 2-2. I don't know if we're gonna be Brighton. Brighton away scares me. I think if we're gonna get a loss, it's gonna be that game. But I'm gonna have trust and faith in Thomas Frank that it will be 2-2. So that's what I'm gonna go with. And yeah, man. So big ups to you guys, bro. Big ups to you guys. And I will see you guys in the next stream, man. Peace out, y'all. Take care. I love y'all. Come on. Richarlison, in that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in.